Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EURUSD. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Greetings everybody, guys. Today again we'll take a look at the euro currency. So fortunately, as you can see, market has jumped up recently, so it seems our suggestion was correct, mostly on the perspective of the euro currency. On the dollar index, our analysis stands valid by far. So I'm talking by far because, as you understand, currently, guys, we have a really tough week, since today we will get not just the Bank of England meeting, European Central Bank, we also will get the Switzerland National Bank, we will get retail sales in Great Britain, we will get retail sales in the United States. So all these indicators could really make a significant impact, because all of them have relation to inflation, have relation to consumption, and this really, they are the major factors that impact on the overall situation. That's why not just the rate decision is important, but also the statistics that will be released today. But the market has started rather well, so you can see on the euro currency jump up has happened. Market has moved above the weekly pivot point, above the monthly pivot point, and stands around it. So here we need to understand the major detail on the euro currency and on the dollar index. And the major details tells the market mechanics, the major important issue of the market mechanics stands with this upward action. So this actually, guys, is the starting action with the large hand shoulders pattern. So maybe on the euro currency it looks not very clear, but if you'll take a look, for example, on the 4-hour time frame chart of the dollar index, I will contract the chart here. It looks much better. You can see left shoulder, head, right shoulder. And here, we need to understand that this drop is the starting extension mode of this previous drop. So here we should get some kind of the AB equals CD action to the downside. That's important. That's why if something will go wrong, we easily will understand that. So market, if it really here is bearish, but on the euro currency is bullish. So if market indeed bullish, it should not return right back down and taken out of these lows. So actually, it should not even show some very deep retracement, real back return to the previous lows. So some retracement here, 38618 is possible. But as this is actually, by the market mechanics, this continuation of this leg, retracement already has been done. So here, yes, some minor retracement inside of this candle is possible, but not more. If this will be some deep downward action, this will stand not according to overall market mechanics, and that will be the warning sign. And if this will happen, market indeed could continue move lower. That's very important. So here we need to keep an eye on this moment and just don't forget about it. On the 4-hour time frame chart, guys, we've got some important issues. First of all, yes, this upward action has started nice. So starting from the consumer price index, initially market was warmed up with this first part of the rally. Later, when the Fed Reserve starts to talk, this market is continuing to move higher. Now it stands at the resistance. So some minor retracement here is possible, but in the trading session, maybe market even will form some bullish pattern. For example, Gartner's triple to buy could be formed on the hourly chart, for example. Also, it's very important, it's a really good sign that market has kept valid this Gartner's triple to buy. Because yesterday, as you remember, we have talked about the possible erasing of this pattern if market finally will complete the XLP target with these ABCD patterns. But sometimes when the political issues or central banks step in, it overruled the technical issues, and that's why sometimes it happens by the impact of the statistics, by the impact of the European Central Bank, just the central bank, any central bank decision, the normal technical behavior could be broken, and market not always reach the target when we have the external driving factors such as political news, some central banks, statistics, or something of that sort. So they are stronger than the normal technical behavior. That's why, although market hasn't hit XOP target here and keeps well at this garbage triple to buy, still this really could work. So trend here is bullish. Our divergence is working. This action here and this minor divergence also exists. So all the stuff we have discussed recently. Now, what we could keep an eye on today. On hourly chart, guys, if you haven't taken a long position with this stuff yesterday because it was really a lot of uncertainty around it, you could keep an eye on this rally. So maybe some, as I said, bullish patterns could be formed. So, for example, on the hourly chart, this could be retracing right back down to this 118, for example, because here we will get the previous support resistance area. It's also two pivot stand, weekly pivot point and monthly pivot point, fib level. So maybe market will form some retracement. Yes, it will be a bit risky, not as attractive as at the bottom, because today is also could be very volatile session as we have two central banks meetings. So important statistics will be released as well late in the session. So it will be could be really volatility rising here. But if you will get the clear pattern, you could try to use it on some retracement, because market has started pretty nice. Actually, this rally has been triggered by silence from the Fed. So they have brought nothing new to the perspective of the rate increasing on the next year. They just keep the same statement. That was not sufficiently hawkish for the investors who would like to hear more hawkishness in the comments and so on. That's why if European Central Bank will take the next step, for example, if they will bring something more in their policy, in their statement, that will be euro supportive. For example, some more hawkish comments also will be sounded today press conference by the target. So that also could make an impact, and rally could be continued, because our target actually, guys, stands not as far, where we would like to get some action somewhere around to the 120. So it's not really very far, it's just 2 points. It really could be achieved. So that's why I think nothing impossible exists today, and just keep watching what will happen, because today also will be a very important trading session.